Hey beautiful people, welcome to Wilder Path Farm. Here we're located in northern Canada where we do homesteading, gardening, and everything in between. Today I wanted to share with you my 5 essential basic skills that you may need to start your homestead. And it being the 8th month of being here on our homestead, I thought it was just perfect timing. My top basic and essential skill that I would definitely recommend is being creative and improvising. I cannot tell you how many times that we have creatively thought out a plan or improvised in order to make something work. If you're new, we are standing in our little mini horse barn where we have 2 stalls that are perfect for our 2 horses. Now, this little barn, this little lean-to was actually just a little lean-to. It was 3-sided. And it actually just held our wood and some of our tools. Now, when we decided we were going to get horses, we were like, where are we gonna put their stalls? We don't really have time to build a whole new barn or put up a metal barn, nor do we have the finances to do that right this second. So how are we gonna make this work? And the way that we made this work was our little barn lean-to, or what I call the mini barn. This little mini barn is perfect for what we need. And it took minimal supplies to put it together. It did take a lot of hard work, but we were able to throw this little barn together by improvising and using what we already had. Yes, we had to move our firewood and some of the tools out of here, as well as closing in this area, building doors and stalls. It was worth it in the end. This little barn is like the hub, we're either in the garage or in the barn, and it is warm and cozy and nice. It is definitely an essential skill to be able to improvise using what you already have and being creative. These are not your typical horse stalls. Maybe they look horrendous to you, but they are what works best for us, and it works with the space that we have here. Number 2 for essential skills would be carpentry or anything similar. So knowing how to use saws, knowing how to use chainsaws, knowing how to use a drill, knowing how to use a hammer, screwdriver, and all of that. You don't have to learn everything overnight. It is a process. I am slowly learning how to use all those tools as well. I can use quite a few tools that are in our tool shed right now, but there's always new things to learn. And although that is not my strong suit for carpentry, that is Nemesio's strong suit. You can ask him to build anything and he will build it. So being able to lean on your other half, if you have another other half, or if you're doing this alone, that's okay too. If you have someone else with you, whether that be family, a partner, maybe some kids, leaning on their strengths as well will really get you far in your homesteading journey. Number 3 would definitely be to learn how to grow a garden. Behind me is my winter covered garden. And although she is asleep right now, it is one of the biggest life skills that I have learned, to be able to grow a garden and share that with my friends and family as well. Not only the fruits and vegetables from that garden, but the knowledge to grow as well. Another really important skill, especially if you live in a colder climate like mine, Canada, is learning to build a fire. This is how we keep our house warm. A lot of northern households have either a wood stove or a wood furnace or something powered by wood, so learning how to start a fire is really important. There are many ways that you can learn how to grow a garden. You could watch YouTube like you are doing right now. Lots of people make garden videos just like myself. So if you aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button because the gardening season is fast approaching. It is almost time here to start planning the next garden for next year, for 2024. For learning how to grow garden, seed catalogs, books are definitely my go-to, as well as YouTube. I learned a lot on YouTube of how to homestead and garden, and I think it's really valuable, all the free information here. So, but as well as a lot of seed companies will send you their catalog for free. You get to look through them, pick what varieties that you may like, order them, and learn little bits about them in the details. I think growing a garden for your specific area just takes time to learn. I'm still learning up here. We had a lot of mistakes this previous gardening season that now I know, because the climate is different from what we were used to down in southern Ontario. It is a big learning curve no matter where you are, no matter if you're starting out or if you've been gardening for many, many years. I think it's really valuable skill to learn how to grow your own food. Because if you know how to grow your own food, and then you will always have that. I know so many people who are in their 80s and 90s and still grow a garden, and that just blows my mind. I know when I'm old and gray, I'll still have my garden. I don't think I'll ever stop. Many years will look very different from others, and the same thing will go for anyone. Definitely, if you're just starting out and you're learning where to take your next step, growing a garden is definitely an awesome next step. I'm just standing here in the kitchen, in the pantry, and my fourth basic essential skill would be to learn how to cook, bake, and can from scratch. Although those are three widely different, maybe overwhelming things, you can take those as slow as you want to learn. Although I cook and bake very easily from scratch, that almost seems second nature to me, as I think we've been doing it in our family since I was very, very young. So that's very natural for me, but I'm still learning all the different recipes and little hacks that you can do for canning. Canning is definitely a really important basic skill. Being able to pull out a can of homemade tomato soup or pasta sauce to make a quick meal is really, really important. There is no fast food joints or grocery stores super duper close to me, so it's not really convenient to get takeout, and being able to quickly grab a jar of soup or sauce to make myself a quick meal is one of the best life skills I've learned. One of the best things that I can give you, tips, skills to start your homestead, is learning to learn and learning to love to learn. So I think I'm constantly learning new things, whether it's new things for the garden, a new skill like crocheting, maybe a new recipe for canning, or something that really helps on the homestead, like eating seasonally and eating what is in season. I do still buy a good amount. I still buy stuff from the grocery store, and learning what vegetables and things are in season is super important for making our budget work, as well as eating locally and sustainably and healthy. That was all a big learning curve. It still is a learning curve. I'm still learning daily, and I do not know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I am still learning daily, and I'm just sharing what I've learned with you guys to hopefully make your journey just a little bit smoother than mine. Yeah, I definitely suggest picking up one of these 5 life skills that you can use to start your homestead, especially if you're in that waiting phase or if you're just starting out and you're trying to take it slow. You don't need to tackle all 5 at once or even within the first year. It's just a learning curve. It takes time and you will get there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. You guys are really helping me out in the algorithm, and I really appreciate all the likes and comments. It's so nice to chat with you guys. I really hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas. If you haven't already, make sure to check out some of my previous content because I am filming Monday to Friday, and who knows, maybe I'll make posting this often a more regular thing. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.